My team's a threat, and you looking stressed about it.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Here we have our NU squad that we've been using for the week. We are going against Adrian, aka Agent, and whatever else name he decides to change up during the week. Anyway, he's one of the viewers from the Discord. As we see here, we actually having a true NU battle. So it's my NU team against his. Here he has a Steelix, a Natu, couple other, I wouldn't say threats, but the only people I'm really technically worried about is the Steelix. Steelix is the one that's really going to hold back Alola and Sandslash in this situation. So we kind of have to play around that. So as we get into the battle here, that's my main focus. And I believe that is what he's going to lead out with. And so in order to counteract that, I decided, hell, I could set up on my own. So I decided to send him out Team Skull because I know there's no way he's going to stay in against Houndoom. Or, yeah, Houndoom. So here we go. I decide, of course, I'm going to Nasty Plot. And then I got scared and I switched out because I'm not sure if he decides to Stealth Rock or Earthquake. I took a long time making the decision. Even after I took a long time making this decision, he still took a long time. So he was debating the Stealth Rock or the Earthquake, and I missed an opportunity. However, one thing I do have a hard time with is just remembering abilities of my opponents. He had Earthquake, and there was no way I was going to stay in. Or not Earthquake, I'm sorry. He had, what is that damn ability? I Earthquake, that's what I was talking about. He has 30, so I knew I had to damage him somehow. And so I missed my opportunity to Shell Smash there on the switch. And then I knew I had to switch because any Ice type move is just going to wreck me being Rock and Flying. So he reads this perfectly. I have to give credit where it's due. He read it perfectly. He knew I was going to switch out into an Ice type. And then he switched into a Typhlosion. So I'm kind of here. I'm behind. He has his hazards up. I don't. 2 misplays on my part. So right now, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this situation. And the only thing I could really think of is going to DJ Druddi. And I kind of regret this, but I don't, because I want to get my rocks up. I don't think he has a Defogger on his team. I think he has a Spinner on his team. So I'm just going straight for my rocks here. I'm just praying, and I'm praying this Typhlosion, because all Typhlosions run Eruption. I'm just praying that it's not going to be enough to hit KO me. And I think it's enough to hit KO me. Now, having the Hail up, I couldn't have went straight into Alolan Slash. He would have instantly died being quad weak to it. So somebody had to go down, so I go to DJ Druddi. I could have went into Houndoom. I just didn't. So that's what I'm saying. This is a death right here that did not need to happen. However, it is not going to technically slow me down because, like I said, we are very hyper offensive. So here comes Sanic. Sanic's going to be able to EQ this thing to death. There's nothing on his team that is going to appreciate an Earthquake. And I don't think he knew that I had Earthquake originally. So I don't think he makes that read. And that's the reason why I am able to go ahead and take out his Typhlosion. No problem. So I don't know if that thing's with Specs. I'm gonna assume it was Specs. Now here comes his Ursaring. And like I said before, there are certain situations where Z move is practical because you don't have anything super effective, but your Z move is going to be at least an effective move. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him here with the Sub-Zero Slammer. It's going to do major damage. Major damage. Icicle Crash in the hail. Come on now. Can't get any better. So Ursaring is not going to appreciate this at all. At all. Not one bit. And so it's just not necessarily a threat, but just a mind that no longer becomes a threat. So now he's kind of running out of options here. I know this thing still has its 30 ability, so he forces me out because Sonic, whatever, can still do a lot of work. So I'm expecting an EQ right now. This is what I'm expecting. So I decided, you know what? I can get some damage off on this thing, and if I do, then Sanic can come and clean him up a little bit later. So there goes the Earthquake. And this is where you can't see this in a post recording, but I have a mental battle. Do I Shell Smash or do I damage? Do I Shell Smash, do I damage? Because Hail would have been fine, however, his leftovers make that damage, like it nullifies the Hail damage. So I get greedy. I don't think he's gonna stand. I didn't think he had anything for me. Should I go ahead and Shell Smash? It's all good. It's all gravy. I'm gonna Shell Smash. I'm gonna get my White Herb. I'm gonna EQ this thing now, and it's gonna die. That's my game plan, is to do a lot of damage. However, he had a different game plan as he was carrying the Heavy Slam. So there's the Steel move. So yeah, that didn't go out so great for me. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of this Steelix. Like I said, it is my biggest threat. How do I get rid of this thing? Hail's not going to do it for me, because if the Hail would be able to chip just enough to where he didn't go full health, that'd be great. Now, it looks at least full health from my screen. Maybe he could be 1 HP less. Doesn't matter. Sturdy is still intact. For me, Sturdy is still intact. Now, I know he's not taking out Fluffy Smurf. I know he's not. Fluffy's going to be able to come in here, get some damage off. And so, there's 3 times now I've misplayed. Really, really hard trying to go for just the sweep. But like I said, team is very, very hyper offensive here. So as you see, I Scald, I got the burn, he Toxics me back, not a big deal. My game plan here is to go ahead and just sack Fluffy Smurf here. I don't need her for anything else. My best bet now is to go ahead, get the Hail back up, fresh set of, fresh Hail, Alolan Sandslash comes in right afterwards, and just clean everything up. So my game plan is to sit and chill. Well, my opponent kind of had the same idea. So he uses Toxic on me, knowing that, he must not have really had anything or felt like he had anything for my Fluffy Smurf. Or maybe he thought he would scare me out. But I don't think he realized I was ready to go down. Like, I was ready to die. So he's going to go ahead, switch in his Vileplume here. Skull does absolutely nothing. I'm expecting a Giga Drain to come out. That's his best bet. Now, I know I got the burn off, but the burn doesn't really necessarily mean too much. But however, like I said, I think Adrian here predicted me to switch into something else. Maybe switch into my Sandslash, switch into one of my Ice types. And I just stayed and I Shadow Balled. I wanted to get some good damage off. Which unfortunately doesn't kill. So goddamn close, but it did not kill. I mean, that would have been cool and all. Just to get Fluffy Smurf, a tick under his belt. The knockout didn't work out. So Steelix is here. Still a problem. I'm just going to knock him out next turn. We're all going to be good, ready to go. Witches again. Now, goes back into Vileplume. This is his way of stalling out my Fluffy Smurf here. Now, I got caught being greedy. I was like, I'll get a little HP from this Steelix and went for Giga Drain. Which I should just make the play and went for Shadow Ball again. That would have been my best play. But like I said, got a little greedy. I was like, I'll just get a couple HP points. And like I said, it could have been more damage to Vileplume. But like I said, still not worried about Vileplume at all. There's nothing that Vileplume has that is going to threaten my sweep. So like I said, I'm just ready for Fluffy Smurf to go down. Waiting for a Giga Drain. Does not Giga Drain. Actually switches into Sneasel here, which I do not mind this play. And the reason why I don't is because it's going to resist. It's going to resist a Shadow Ball. And now you have your Sneasel in. And unless, it has some sort of setup, I'm not going to feel too bad. And it does have some sort of setup, which is Swords Dance. So I was thinking, my best bet is just go for Scald. I don't care if Vileplume comes back out. But because he didn't switch, I Scalded. I got some decent damage off. I didn't get the burn though. Like the time I really want the burn, I don't get it. But 2 times before on Steelix and on Vileplume, I didn't get it. I got it. That's the way Pokemon works. It's just the game we play. So now here comes the ice. And I'm not necessarily worried about anything that, this Sneasel is going to do to me. Go ahead and knock me off, but I'm going to outspeed regardless. So Double Scoop comes out. He actually goes for the knockoff here. Swords boosted with the item. Does a lot of damage. Crit! Does a crit. Knocks off the Icy Rock. Doesn't matter. Like I said, Double Scoop is literally a suicide weather setter. If I save you just to save you, that's fine. Now here comes Sanic. There's nothing going to stop this boy now. Nothing. Just watch him go to work. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised, you know, at the end when Xatu and then when Vileplume lived the Icicle Crashes. However, did not matter. Your boy got that W. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all with another battle. But until then, I'm out of here.